There are two ways to sample a Mooney Viscometer. The first one can be cut with scissors. You can cut it with scissors. If you cut it, another just option poke is a hole in the middle. Pneumatic sampler. We have a mold like this. The thickness of the sample is required to be greater than 5 mm. We take a sample and we put it on the bench. So that's the sample preparation for our experiment before the Mooney Viscometer is turned on. Connect to PC power supply. Before the machine is turned on for the first time, we're going to put this weight on. How to pack the weights? The door of this machine can be unscrewed like this. When we first installed it, there's a cable tie in there to hold it in place. We're going to cut it off. Cut this rope in this groove, wire rope. We match it with the factory number. There is a standard weight like this. There's a slot in there. The Mooney Viscometer is installed. Software installation. Open our file first. We have a folder right here. The Mooney app copies it. Put on another plate. Paste here. Paste it here and there is a Mooney app. This app is placed here. Then click this installation package to install it. Do not change the path when installing. Software installation completed. After the software installation is completed, we have a flash disk, and this software must be plugged in to use it normally. Plug it into the USB port of the computer. Then we turn on the power of the machine. This is being installed. It's still a Chinese system. Let's insert this rotor into it first. When inserting the rotor, there's a light in here. Be sure to pay attention when inserting the rotor. When plugged in this direction, if you can't plug it in, be sure to turn it in one direction, like this. At this point, we open the software to join. At this point, the lights will go out. We can now click here to set the language. There is an English in it. What we set it up to do is the Mooney test. The S stands for small rotor. We switch to L for the large rotor. Then the warm-up is 1 minute. Test for 4 minutes. Relaxation is 1 minute. When our temperature reaches 100 degrees, start preparing for the test. When the temperature reaches 100 degrees, check all the options here. One of them is folded like this. Cut a small incision in here. Let's put it aside. Put your gloves on. There's a light in here. You can turn on the light or not. This option turns on the light. Take this off. Load the sample. Put a sample first. Put another sample. Put this piece of paper on top. You put the sample on top. You put the paper on top. Press and hold the buttons on both sides with both hands at the same time. And you can see here, it's counting down. This curve is also changing in real time. Because we set the preheat for 1 minute, so you need to wait a minute, and in a minute, the machine will take the test itself. Now the minute is up and we're running the test. The experiment time is 4 minutes. The screen now shows that the experiment is complete. It will automatically turn on after the experiment is over, and the results came back. This is the maximum Mooney value, also represents this value. This minimum Mooney value is the value of this last point. This value, this one is 54.8. This is a value within 30 seconds of the last countdown. This is the relaxation value. Then we take this sample out and test it on a second sample. This speed must be fast. Don't let the rotor get cold. If the surface is dirty, you can use this wire brush. Cut the paper first. With samples, we cut by hand. Put this in. Now repeat the test on the first sample just now. Here are the first test results. Now we can see the second one being tested. I'm going backwards. If you want to see the first image, check it out here. We are now waiting for the second test to complete. We show here the data from 2 tests. If you want to look at the first curve, check it here. Here's the data from the second test. Then we need to export the test report. Click Test Report. So here's our test report.